Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'll be continuing my Clair Obscur Expedition 33 New Game Plus playthrough, and this time I'm using the recently released DLSS 4.5. I thought I may as well try it out while playing this, because this is the game I'm currently playing. So playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160, and I'm also using the epic settings, so the game is pretty much as good as it's going to look. I am also using DLSS at the quality preset, but I may put it down to balance just to see how it looks. But quality looks absolutely insane. Okay, where am I? I am currently in Old Lumiere. Okay, sorry about that, I just had to check something. So there's a few extra things I needed to do on this level. The first time you come to Old Lumiere, you don't really get to do what you want because your party's like going in different directions. You're not all together at the same time. There's a few extra stuff you can get if you come back on your own, so that's what I'm doing. So if you're new, guys, consider subscribing or following the channel, or hit the thumbs up. This adds to the visibility of the stream and brings more viewers. I'd appreciate that. So I've got my Nvidia app overlay showing, so you can see I'm using Profile M. That's one of the Transformer Model 2.0 profiles. So for those who are curious about what profile is being used right now. One thing I will say about DLSS 4.5, it's considerably more sharper than DLSS 4. And that might not be to everyone's taste, so you may have to find yourself toggling your sharpening filter a little bit. Okay, I already kicked this boss's ass, so I don't need to come down here. Unless there's somewhere else I can go. Can't jump down, can't climb down. There used to be a big boss around here, but I've taken it out already. I'm just checking if there's any other places I can go. This is one of those games that really reward you for exploring. Can't go any further down. But can you get to the other side? Yes, you can. I wonder if these train tracks lead you anywhere. Just give me a moment, guys. Just got to double check something. For some reason my chat's not showing up. I'm just gonna have to reset it. I'm not ignoring anyone. Just give me a moment to fix that. Okay. Hopefully the messages will start filtering through now. Okay, where haven't I searched? Doesn't seem like there's anything more down here. I'm just gonna get out of here. For whatever reason, my chat messages are not coming through correctly. So that's a pain in the ass. Aaron J24 says they got James Shark leggings on this. No, I've got a mod. That's why you can't get this normally. That's the beauty of playing on PC. You can do things that you normally can't. Hey, Tat7757 said, I heard L and M modes are for performance and ultra performance, so for quality, etc. it should still be okay, I thought. Well, there's a lot of conflicting reports. That's not what I've heard.
Nice.
Plus, I can try out the DLSS balanced anyway and see how that looks. Let's see how that looks anyway. Let's go with balanced or even performance and see how well it plays. So getting 130 FPS now, and it still looks pretty good, I have to say. KS Batty says, are you enjoying this game? I think you ask me that every time. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. This is my new game plus, so I had a great time the first time, and having an equally as good time the second time too. There's some extra stuff here that I wanted to check out. The memory, the temps that you're seeing is the GPU core, not the memory.
Cut him down.
Let's try and find them stars. Farmer 7305 says, shall I go for $688 5070 or like $800 9070 XT? If you got the money for the 9070 XT, get the 9070 XT. 5070 is a 12GB card that's not that impressive, to be honest. Like, you're better off with a 9070 XT. The framed in ghosting on this model's improved quite a lot. It's not non-existent, but it's reduced quite a bit, so I'd say it's an improvement for sure. get this done. I'll just use Elemental Genesis. Ivan what's it? Marik69 says, Jesus Christ, that modded outfit. No wonder you keep playing. Hey man, if you can make your players look more appealing, why not? That's the beauty of PC mods. Right, there's some extra stuff here I need to find. I'm just trying to find it. Because when you play the original story, you have to kind of leave this place too quickly. But there's some extra stuff here that I can get. Just trying to think what direction I need to go in. Maybe I can get down here now. Might be a way down from this way. The fact that that was left behind, that means I definitely I didn't go this way the last time. Farmer7305 says, oh, hey, thanks for your opinion, brother. He definitely helpful as I'm still on aim 4. 5600X processor, 3600 MHz, CL18 RAM, but PSU 650, so maybe I gotta buy a new PSU. Yeah, I would suggest a 750 at least.
Cut him down.
Let's go with Speed Burst. Farmer7305 says 5070 Ti in my country is 1200 USD plus. What country are you from? That's a lot of money for a 5070 Ti. India, okay, makes sense. I heard like India, Brazil, a few other countries when it comes to buying tech is a bit hard on your wallet. Sometimes you're better off going on holiday and just walking onto the plane with it, save yourself some money.
Maximum damage.
Our Versa is pretty overpowered now. Taxes in the UK are pretty hush too. We're like 40% if you over. They basically almost take half if you earn over 50 grand. It's just ridiculous. But you know, you can be strategic with it if you know what you're doing, but it's getting harder and harder these days.
My turn.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What would you rather? If you haven't got a graphics card upgrade and you need one, a trip to Dubai is not going to fix that. So it's priorities, I guess. We can't jump over here, so maybe there's a way around. Okay, let's go with standard attack. Ivan Marek69 says, I'm interested in the 6X frame gen model. Dynamic frame gen is a good use for frame gen. Yeah, I'm interested in dynamic frame gen too. When that becomes available, I'll definitely be testing that out. I think that's actually probably the smartest thing they've done, because technically you lose a bit of performance when you enable frame gen. So if you can minimize your base frame rate loss, that's going to be better for your latency, and of course, you know, the less chance you arrive on a generated frame, the better, in my opinion. So if it ramps up your frame gen usage when you need it and then turns it down when you don't, dynamically, I think that's very, very good. How well it will work, we'll have to see. Okay, so this is where I came and had that fight, but maybe there's some other stuff around here as well. Is there a way around here? Let's see. Nothing around here. Palmer 7305 says true, but $1,200 still crazy amount for 5070 Ti. That's why I said I'm currently rocking a 1650, and Dad says I get a PS5 and a graphics card. Oh, so you're really going for it right now. So you, honestly, I'd rather get a PS5 than a 5070 Ti, to be honest. Because it's much better value for money.
Let's carve a path. Let's have some fun. Good stuff.
Yeah, I haven't been here before. So that means I'm on the right track at least.
Armand, Expedition 42. It's been 2 weeks, and still no word from Freya or Olivier. They've never missed a check-in before, no matter how exciting their find. Oh, my friends, I hope the end was swift. The grandest exhibit is likely our last, but as Olivier would say, it is also our grandest. I wish you were here, making that joke for the 1000th time. I'm proud of our work. We've pieced together so much. I just wish we had more time. The Gommage is still a few months away. Perhaps I can make one last trek. If you're reading this, my unknown future friend, I hope the information we've gathered helps you find answers. We've done what we could, in the hopes that you will prevail. Tomorrow comes.
Hey, that was Journal 42. I don't think I found this one last time. It is kind of cool listening to all the stories of all the expeditions that come before you. Some of them are pretty tragic, but some of them are kind of hopeful. So you never know what you're going to get. Okay, I think I've got everything from this area. Should get out of here now. Palmer 7305 says, true. I think I'll go for the 9070 XT, then the PS5. PS5 is $610 in my country, and the only Fortnite bundle is available, so might as well wait for GTA 6 bundle if I were to get one. Yeah, it makes sense, you never know. But with the way things are going with tech, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they raise the price of the PS5 and the Xbox. Everything's going up, it seems. Anything that uses RAM is going up, and that's just the facts of things at the moment. So usually your comments will be coming up on my screen, but there's an issue with my Social Ninja plugin on OBS. I don't know what's going on, but I can't fix it without closing the stream, so I'm just going to try and read your comments manually from the actual browser, but it's a little bit more difficult, or a little bit less efficient. Okay, let's go looking around. What is this? Wow, for the first time that game actually crashed. Sorry guys, I'll have to restart it again. Well, at least this time I can try and fix the comments, so I may as well take this opportunity. That was a strange one. I've never seen this game crash. I've played it over 90 hours. So maybe DLSS had something to do with it. Possibly. But it's not a big deal. Game's still running. Okay, let's start it back up. The autosave feature is pretty good, so I should be exactly where I was, hopefully. Karma7305 says, Big Bro, you can just call me Karma. Yeah, that's fine. I tend to kind of read everything I see, so that's like a habit of mine. I want to try and fix the comments. Just give me a second, because it's just be way better if your comments are coming up on the screen. So we were just... Where were we? I think we were just here. And that's where it crashed. Yeah, we were just here and it crashed for some reason. But I've never been here before. Give me a sec, guys. I was trying to fix the chat. Bear with me. I'm not sure if the comments are coming through now, but hopefully they will.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, was that all we got for coming over here? Coastal Cave, I think I've already been there.
Time for a swim.
Who are these guys? Yeah, I can see the comments now. Palmer says game looks good. So you can see your comments on the screen now, so it's working.
My turn.
Elements converge.
Hi work, Predator says, hey man, how are you? I'm good, how are you? Thanks for tuning in.
Let's shine. Firing.
Damn, this one's unusually strong.
Not looking good. Grenade, watch out.
Damn it. Lost CL. Bring her back.
Disaster expedition.
A storm is coming.
Finesse and grace.
Palmer says, are you rocking an OLED monitor? I'm using the LG G5 48-inch OLED. So it's essentially a TV, but it's got G-Sync, it's got 144 Hz. It works really, really well as a monitor as well. So it's like owning a good TV and a really, really good monitor. It's got amazing, amazing HDR performance as well. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with it. Just having a look around because there's loads of secret places you can go, like here. I don't think I've been here before. Let's go around. Palmer says, I got the LG C2 55-inch TV. Nice. I got a C3. That's what I use as my streaming and recording PC monitor, and it's like my extra screen. I got the C3 Evo 42-inch as well. I think you can only come on here when you can fly. I'll have to come back here at some point. But I know you can do some kind of tournament here. But I guess you have to be able to fly. Yeah, I'll have to come back here a bit later, but that's fine. Only Dell says, which overlay settings did you check that over for the super resolution override to enable? I'll show it to you. So as long as you've got the Nvidia app enabled, just press Alt-Z. It will bring up this menu. And what you do next is you go to statistics. And then you just go to view all. Then if you go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see some options under the features tab. So you got frame generation, model override. You've got super resolution model override. You just check the box. That way you can see what model the game is using. It's really, really simple. Reek 2006 says, just played around with DLSS 4.5 on the 5080. See quite a few performance impacts with DLAA between Model K and Model M. Maybe something you for you to investigate. Interested? Yeah, I'm planning on looking at the performance impact on the 50 series in particular, because when DLSS 4 first got announced, they did mention that while it can work on all series of RTX cards, the older your generation of RTX card, the more impact DLSS will have. So if you're using like an RTX 2080 Ti, you know, using DLSS 4.5 might take a lot of performance away. So it's something to, you know, bear in mind. But the 50 series, because it's got the flow accelerator, it doesn't have the same amount of impact like the other cards, the older cards. I don't think I fought this enemy before. Let's see how strong it is. It's huge though. Okay, how are we gonna start this?
Fiery.
Damn. That was a lot weaker than I thought it would be. At least I got a new weapon though. So my hours was crazy strong. Kai Work 33 says, I'm a graphic designer and I do Twitch overlays, logos as a hobby. If you ever want custom graphics, let me know. Just follow me on Twitch and then maybe we'll talk. We'll see. You never know. I found another expedition note.
Expedition 43. Sabine. That damn snake destroyed all our submarines in a matter of minutes. And now we're stuck with no equipment, no food, no water, nothing. No way to get off this island, and no way to kill that bloody serpent. Putain. The painters must be laughing. Diverting the resources of the entire engineering and defense divisions to construct those subs. And mad. All the people who trusted our vision and volunteered their lives. If we die stranded on this tiny island after everything we went through to get here, my ghost will haunt her blasted monolith and this island and that stupid snake for all time. Merde!
Damn, this chick is pissed. Karma says, how do you test games on different graphics cards? Like, do you own all or what? Yeah, I do. I've got the 5090. This is like my treat to myself. This is like my main over-the-top PC that I just play games personally on. And then I've got my streaming and my dedicated streaming and recording PC. It's got the Intel 4900KS and it's got the RX 7900X. And then I've got like another PC with the 9070 XT. They're like 3 different PCs. I don't swap around graphics cards. I never do that. So it's kind of a hobby of mine. Like, I don't own a crazy amount of graphics cards, and I sell when I usually upgrade. So it's not like I collect them. So I'll probably sell the 5090 when I get the 6090, more than likely. It all depends. Like, maybe I upgrade my recording PC with the 5090, buy the 6090, sell the 7900 XTX. It all depends on what I want to do and what my expendable income is at the time. And I'm pretty good with money. I generally plan for the things I want and I save up for them, and that's usually how I go about life. Okay, I've got everything extra here. I'm just gonna get out of here now. YouTube's just my hobby. YouTube's just my hobby. I do this for fun. This is why when like people always ask me, test this, test that, I'm like, man, 1, I'm not rich. 2, I don't have the money. I don't get given free stuff. Like, you know, like you get loads of these reviewers that get sent samples. I don't get samples. I've never been sent a graphics card in my life. Okay, I'm gonna continue with the storyline now, so I don't want to bore you guys to death with all this side quest stuff. I don't really use Insta or Discord, so best way to talk to me is on Twitter. I call it Twitter, I don't care if it's called X, but... So if you look in the description box, you'll see my Twitter handle. If you want to speak to me, that's the best place to speak to me. I don't do Discord, and I don't do Instagram. I've already done this place. Tech 1M-BF says, so are you struggling, man? That found he's... What? I'm not really sure what you're saying there. I mean, I'm just a normal guy like everyone else. I haven't got mountains of money. But it doesn't mean you can't have nice things. You just got to plan for it, save for it, and budget correctly, and you'll be fine. I mean, that's never been an issue for me. If I want something nice, I know I've got to save for it, and then I get it. What do I think of DLSS 4.5? It's just making DLSS better. The most thing I'm impressed with is just how good things look, even when you're using things like the performance preset. So essentially, if you're playing at 4K, you use the performance preset, you're pretty much downscaling all the way to 1080p, and then it's rescaled up or up to 4K, but it still looks really, really, really good, and then you get the performance benefit on top of that. So it's like almost like magic in a way, and they're just making it look better and better. The motion stability now is better. It's a little bit sharper, might be a little bit too sharp for some people, and it's just getting better and better. So yeah, so far I'm impressed. Okay, I got two enemies to face. There's one here and there's one here. I think I want to face this one first. Yeah, when you start earning your money, you realize how difficult it is to drop over 2 grand on a graphics card. You start thinking about all the hours you got to work. So you might be less willing to part with your cash when you work for it. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. Let's do this. I was saying, I guess you're trying to say gaming or benchmarking is a escapism from all the struggles,
very different
like
here.
us normal people.
This kind of place never existed.
I mean, everyone
before the fracture.
needs distractions.
Beautiful.
I wouldn't say struggles, because I wouldn't say I'm struggling,
Surreal.
but it's a distraction, a nice one. You don't always want to think about work and obligations, let's call it that. Because yes, people struggling with trying to raise a family, but at the same time, having a family is a very nice thing. It's like, yeah, it might be hard at times, but it's still a nice thing to have. So I don't really like calling things struggles. It's like you're obligated to take care of your family, and it's a nice obligation to have at times, but it can be difficult. That's basically what it is. Asus says, I feel the difference very well, even at 2K with 4080s. I think I might have stumbled onto a conversation that had nothing to do with me, but... So just so you guys know, right now I'm using performance mode, and I'm getting like 130 FPS or something. This isn't with frame gen, so that's pretty good, and it looks really nice, so I'm actually pretty impressed.
Is she the Axon?
Sylenne, she who plays with wonder. Putain.
It's so...
Rune, what's going on?
I don't know.
She's manipulating your emotions. You have to focus and know why you're here. Be careful. They call her she who plays with wonder. But what she really does is play with your head.
Let's move fast, before we all lose our minds.
Okay, things are gonna get interesting now. Missed a few comments. Only Adele 11388 says that's true, but I've been a PC gamer since GTX 780. Back then, old hardware lost almost all its value if you changed. Yeah, that was true. But at the same time, a GTX 780 would only cost you like 450 or so. It was so much cheaper, man. I really wish prices never went crazy as they did. But it is what it is. You kind of gotta go with it. I remember this thing takes you to the other side. I'm just gonna have a look around, see if there's any other places I can go. No, you have to go across the first one at least. Nowadays it's better. I sold my 4090 and only paid about 400 more on 5090. Yeah, I was in a similar position. I got pretty good value on my 4090 when I sold it. But the only thing is, the 5090s were out of stock, so I couldn't even get mine on launch day. I had to wait like 3 weeks or something. I got mine early February. I think the first time I had to pay more than I expected for a graphics card was the RTX 2080 Ti. That's when Nvidia kind of went crazy with the price. Palmer says GTX 1080 Ti was the last of the best GPUs. Yeah, it was a very good graphics card. I think Nvidia knew that they gave us a little bit too much value there, and they've never done it again.
Don't look at her for too long or you'll go insane. I've seen people jumping off a cliff just from looking at her.
It is mesmerizing.
This dance feels familiar. This is kind of dancing to it in Lumiere.
I don't think so. Never seen it.
Got to level up, so let's upgrade some attributes. Kind of max out my characters. Takes a long time to get the max levels. And I'm close. There's loads of extra stuff on this place, so I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush. There's loads of multiple choice places you can go. BF said I love my 3080. I love my 3090. I was so impressed when I got that card, but now it's like a 1440p card now.
Ready to strike. Didn't really need it.
A storm is coming. Elements converge.
Let's try mayhem. Try and get this one out of here.
Prepare to meet your end.
This thing can dodge too well.
Shaft.
Blades sharp.
I remember it's a free shoot, these guys, they dodge too well. So if you're new to the channel, guys, consider subscribing or like the stream if you like it. Just brings more eyes to the channel and that'll support me as well. I appreciate that.
Chroma is flowing. Now's our chance.
It's one down. Luke Skywalker says, my 3080 recently kicked the bucket. My AIO liquid cooler leaked and shorted the PCI 12 volt and ground melted the PCI slot and the pins on the GPU. Man, that sucks. That sucks, man. Surely it wasn't in warranty anymore anyway, but still, no one wants to lose their graphics card like that.
Gilles, 55th. I don't understand. The weaponry worked brilliantly up to now. Augmenting pictos with music was a stroke of genius. But the sonics have no effect on the nephrons here. It's as if they can't even hear our music. They just keep dancing to their own. We're running out of ideas. I miss my girls so much it kills me. It hurts thinking that I could have been home right now playing music while they dance. Wish I would have given birth by now. I could be holding my first grandchild. Instead, I'm here. No. No. There's still a chance, and someone has to fight for them. I can't let them down. Drums, maybe that'll work. They can't hear our music, but perhaps they will feel it.
Yeah, definitely well past the warranty. So yeah, you couldn't even finesse it to try and get a new one. That's what I was trying to lead to. But hey, man, things happen in life, innit? I've taken 1 or 2 L's in the hardware game myself. I think when I first started water cooling, I think once I destroyed my I think I lost a motherboard. I've lost 2 motherboards to water cooling actually. So yeah, but I've never lost a graphics card to water cooling.
Time to end this.
Luke Skywalker says, I got a used motherboard on eBay and I had an old 3056 Gigabyte laying around. That will last me until I get my new build. Fair enough. At least you're still online. At least you're still online. That's the worst thing in the world when you like literally can't even turn it on.
cut him down.
Luke Skywalker says water cooling is amazing until it leaks. I would agree. This is why, like, I'm so scared to do you know, that hard tubing, or you know, that stuff that you bend by heating up. I forgot what it's called now, but those always leak, man. They leak way more than normal tubing, so I'm so scared to do the hardline tubing stuff. Hardline tubing looks better and it doesn't stain, but I don't trust the fittings, man. They seem to leak all the time, so I just don't bother with it. And the way I've got my water cooling set up now, pretty much most of it's outside of the case because I've got an external radiator, so the only point it comes into the PC is just to go into the block and back out the PC again. There's kind of a few secret bosses you can fight in here, so hopefully they put up a good fight. Wonder what took this Nevron down. I mean, this gesture. So this used to be a Colosseum, huh? Blue Skywalker says I usually only play in 4K, so CPU doesn't even heat up that much or warrant liquid cooling. Yeah, 4K will make you GPU bound for the most part, but when you start buying them powerful GPUs, then that 4K is not as safe as you think. There are times when, in rare occasions, you can still be CPU bound at 4K. If this is here, that means one of these weird creatures are knocking around. I need to go and find it. I think it's over here. Walker says, I know someone that got a 9070 XT and after 6 months it died. It's considering that since it's about 200 less than the 5070 Ti. That sucks, man. My 9070 XT is still going pretty strong. All of my graphics cards are, actually. I'm surprised by my oldest GPU now is my 7900 XTX. That's still going strong. It's one of these guys that can dodge really well. No problem. Let's take out your little sidekick. Dodged everything. Luciano said the 7900 XTX is a beast. It really is. Even now, it's still a beast. Amazing raster performance. Not that great at ray tracing, has to be said, but it's still a really powerful graphics card. Try not to fall down. There's something waiting for me at the bottom, but I'll go there after. Okay, there's nothing down here. I guess I have to go on this. Skywalker says, are you using your 9070 XT right now? No, so I'm using the RTX 5090 to play the game. And on my dedicated PC, I'm using the 7900 XTX to do the live streaming with the AV1 codec.
Expedition 67 for destroying a lot of the walls to get further. Couldn't progress without that.
Feels like home.
What do we have here? Okay, that was interesting. Okay, so there's some extra bosses you can fight. So I'm just gonna go and try and fight them.
Time to end this. End of the line.
A storm is coming. Elements converge.
Let's get this out of the way.
This will hurt.
Alpha Launch Shell, got a Pictos upgrade. That was worth it at least. Is there anywhere else I can go around here? What do we have here?
Perfect.
On death, allies gain shell. Okay, that's not a bad skill to learn. I think that's about all I can do down here, possibly. Have to go this way. Okay. I remember being able to fight at least 2 secret bosses in here, so I don't want to rush to the ending. Let's check what's up here.
Great.
Loads of extra color alumina. As soon as I get back to camp, I'll have a lot of points to spend. I think I'm near the boss now, but yeah, I can hear something in the distance. Let's have a look around. It's this stupid thing. Yeah, 7900 XTX is something I kept a lot of value.
Chroma is flowing.
Blades sharp.
Man, this thing is so tough for whatever reason. We gotta break it, that's why. My AR hasn't got a move that can break, but we can at least burn it.
Cut him down.
Let's see now.
Mitre.
Now's our chance. Feel the embrace of fire.
Okay. Let's try this attack.
Doors of chroma. Open!
It's broken now, but it might be weak.
Blade cut through the flames.
Cut him down.
Yeah, it's a lot weaker now.
Let us stay on.
Vessel, dodge!
Bring back Lune.
I'm ready.
Man, that thing was strong. Okay, that was a hidden boss. There's more hidden bosses, at least 2 more. Yeah, we've got to fight this thing. This thing's pretty strong though. Hopefully I get the win.
What's that?
The Tissue. It works for Siren.
So he creates all of that for her.
We should take it out. It would definitely be an advantage against Siren.
Okay, hopefully we get the win. The size of this thing.
The dance begins. Blades sharp.
How was that?
Fiery.
A storm is coming. Elements converge.
Time to end this.
hell did it do to us?
Ready to strike.
A storm is coming. Elements, converge!
This thing's pretty strong. Let's see if it can stand up to being used by the Gamage.
Get out of this canvas.
Still alive.
Watch out.
Easier than I expected.
Good job. No other expedition managed that.
No other expedition had a Lumina converter.
Yet this victory feels hollow.
Please stand up there. Some hidden stuff around here.
Wow.
Something up there. There's some stuff over here too, actually. I'm gonna come back on myself, of course, but let's go and grab that stuff too. Yes, you can go up this way. It's not that simple.
Chroma is flowing.
See if we can get the win. Luna is just overpowered. Okay, took a long way around to get this stuff, but I got it.
Perfect.
Wonder if he'll let me jump down from here. Yeah, at least that saves me time. Okay, let's climb up here. Some more stuff. Felipe Herrera Sandoval says, I bought an RTX 5090 palette Game Rock because the TUF costs 400 USD more. It is a bad graphic card for an RTX 5090 palette Game Rock. No, it's actually good. I owned Game Rock for a few weeks. The only thing I would say is that the 5090, depending on which Game Rock version you bought, if you've got like the non-OC version, then it hasn't got a 600 watt power limit. So that's one thing I didn't like. And secondly, the cooling isn't as good as the TUF. The TUF has a better cooling on the core. But funnily enough, the palette had better cooling on the memory. So, you know, there's pluses and minuses, pros and cons.
Useful.
I gotta find 2 more of these like these kind of balls of light so I can get what's in here. There's one over here. We've got to find one more. They're usually close by, but you just gotta... Oh, there it is. Just gotta keep your eye open.
Good stuff.
Revive tint. Okay, so I've got another one of those. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything here. I'll probably come back in my own time to find some extra stuff, but I'm happy enough to go ahead and fight the boss now. Luke Skywalker says 600 watt power draw as well. Yeah, it took a little bit of getting used to. But it's crazy what you can get used to. I don't have a knee-jerk reaction anymore when I see that 600 watt power draw.
Let's have some fun.
These guys dodge way too much.
A storm is coming.
Should have really went after the other one.
Time to hit big. Fiery. I'm ready.
See how this thing lights fire. This thing dodges everything.
Ready to parry.
Skywalker says, I currently have an 850 watt PSU. My new PC I was looking at 1000 watt, RTX 5070 Ti and 5080. What's your opinion? I'd say 1000 watts a good place to be at, because this is the way I think. You should buy some components you don't want to have to replace. For example, buy a power supply that you can grow into. So for example, if you started off with something like a 60 series card, or you had aspirations of getting to a 5080 or 90 series card, you won't need to upgrade because you've planned ahead. And always buy a case that can accommodate big graphics cards, because one day you might upgrade to a longer graphics card and that mini ITX or that mid tower isn't big enough anymore. So when it comes to cases, power supplies, I always say buy something you can grow into, because in the long run you save money. Oh, there's another side boss down here as well. Okay, and just when I thought everything was over. Okay, Luna's got all of her base skills almost to 99. So we almost maxed her out, almost. My hour's almost maxed out too. Alright, big boy, let's go.
Finesse and grace.
Damn, I damn near took 2 million with that strike.
Not looking good.
I think this boss isn't going to be that long.
Let's cut through the flames.
Chroma is flowing. Elements converge. Let the ink flow.
You're outmatched.
We've done some serious damage to this thing already.
Break. You're outmatched.
Nice.
Ready to strike.
Alright, let's finish it off.
Prepare for oblivion.
Nice. So, Karma says, what do you think, how much time will it take for AMD Redstone to be perfected to match DLSS at 4.5? I mean, they've still got a few features they haven't brought out yet. It's impossible to know if they'll ever catch up because Nvidia keeps moving forward. You know they've got a bigger budget than AMD. They seem to definitely have more resources than AMD. And the RDNA Radeon Tech Group department, I don't know how much of a budget they have, but all I can say is they've done really, really well for what they have. But no, I don't see them catching up with Nvidia anytime, unless the new GPUs that gonna come out in 2027, sorry, has a massive revamp in compute and driver support. Because one thing about AMD is they're not consistent. For example, you will have a game that has FSR 4 support, as FSR 3 support, and then one will have FSR 3.1 support. Every new game should have FSR 4 support. So it's like incredibly inconsistent. So until they get that sorted out, I don't see them catching up with Nvidia that quickly. Even if they do have, let's just say, an equal reply to what Nvidia is bringing out. For example, ray reconstruction, we now have ray regeneration. For Nvidia Reflex, we have Radeon. I think it's called. I can't even remember what the technology is called now. I think it's anti-stutter or anti-lag. So we've got anti-lag for the latency on the AMD side. So they're starting to counter Nvidia with pretty much all the features they have in DLSS, but they're always playing catch up. Whether or not they'll catch up, I don't think so. They're always going to be one step behind until they prove me otherwise. Okay, so I've got everything down here. It's time to get out of here. I feel like I'm leaving something behind. I'm just going to have one more look. It feels like I've left something. See where this takes me. Oh, this is a long ride. Where's it taking me? I don't know if I've been here before. I don't think so. Alright, this is where I'm meant to be then. At least I went the right way. This place can be pretty confusing. Got another expedition note.
Luke, Expedition 67. We're out of explosives, but we've made enough holes in this place to reach that giant woman in the center. But something weird's going on. Everyone's been swept up in strange emotions. It both feels like us, but also not like us. Marguerite reckons we're feeling the overflow from that giant woman's feelings. Empathic distress, I think she called it. Like her mind is flooding the area with her thoughts and feelings. Maybe we'll just stay here and enjoy the melody.
Oh, you guys quit. That's disappointing. Okay, it's time to fight the main boss now.
We're finally there.
She's waiting at the end of this tunnel.
Then we should prepare before we head there.
I'm ready.
She's even grander than I thought.
Yune, you're okay, right?
I swear I've seen this dance before.
I'm gonna say as well, we can hope so, and meanwhile I hope Intel starts improving and at least beats 60 series sales of Nvidia cards. I mean, Intel got their plans. I wouldn't write them off just yet, but they've got some work to do. Okay, let's see what this thing's got. I think I'll beat this pretty easily too, based on what I've seen. I think we should take out its backup first, for sure.
I'm not giving up.
Let us stain them.
reinforcements, did it?
Brace yourselves.
I'm ready.
Chroma is flowing.
Okay, let's use Gomage, see if I can kill it.
Get out of this canvas.
Easy work in the end. And they got that boss out of the way. Guess we're all gonna end up back at camp now.
Me? You want me to give it to you?
Why?
I saw.
What happened?
I saw it. It was. Renoir.
I used to see him in my nightmares too. It can be quite traumatizing.
Palmer says Intel is pretty underrated, not gonna lie, but they say that Intel is soon gonna go and probably be bought by Apple maybe. What do you think? Doesn't the US government own a big stake in Intel? They've had a lot of investment recently. They received a massive government subsidy, and then they got invested in, like, the US government own quite a bit of Intel now. So I don't think they're short of money. They just need to bring out the right products, and then they'll be okay. I don't see Intel going away, not while they're backed by the US government. I'm gonna start putting some of those pictos that I got, color of Lumina, sorry, into my characters. So I've got 34. Luna is almost on 300. Versa's on 315, so I'm gonna put it into Luna. And I'll give IL 15 points. Okay, we're good. Artem 68434 says hi Ultra. So just for the new people that are here, I'm playing because I'm testing out DLSS 4.5. It's kind of more interesting if I use a lower preset, so performance I've been using. I want to put it up to balance now, see how that looks. But for the rest of the settings, I'm using Epic, so I'm completely maxed out. Alright, I'm going to start talking to my group now, see what they got to say. I'm trying to get with Lune, so let's see if we can build on that relationship.
You were right.
About?
The odds of killing axons. Close, but not zero.
Not zero. About?
The odds of killing...
Not zero.
Can't do much more at the moment. Let's speak to CL.
One down, one to go.
And the next one is weaker.
Hmm.
You're always so calm about everything.
Is that a question?
An observation. Lune's intense and obsessed. Mael is nervous and eager, but you're calm.
Why is that strange? I guess Death and I, we've walked a long road together.
I guess that's true for me too.
Death is a friend who will welcome me home.
Home?
Yes, home. With everyone I've ever loved.
You believe in an afterlife?
I don't know. If there is, then I'll see everyone after death, and if there isn't, I'll simply join them in death. I'll be with them either way.
It's an interesting philosophy. For someone so young.
True. I'm not quite as old as you. Why don't you share some of the wisdom you've accumulated over your very long life?
Oh, how kind of you to acknowledge my wisdom. Can you, mention my wisdom to Minoko sometime?
Oh, actually, isn't Minoko even older? Eskie too. Perhaps I should ask them instead.
No, please do. You'll probably learn valuable things about Nevron feet and rocks. All I can offer is another story.
I'm not really in the mood for stories tonight.
Oh. And here I had prepared something truly dark and heart-wrenching.
Save it for tomorrow. Let's do something else tonight.
What do you have in mind?
That depends. How adventurous are you feeling?
You mean like hunt Nevrons?
Bro, she's trying to let you hit, man. What the hell is wrong with you?
waiting for you to connect the dots.
Oh, you mean, adventure.
You've been alone too long on this continent. When was the last time you seduced someone?
Not counting Minoka. I'll admit it's been a while.
So?
Look, I appreciate the gesture, lady, but the first time I played this game, I went with you, so now we're gonna try and get with Lune, so sorry. I have to decline politely.
Actually, I'm, a bit sleepy.
Alright. Go to sleep then. I'll go be adventurous by myself.
So yeah, I was disappointed that Versa declined her invitation. She's not used to being rejected, but she doesn't take it personally. Despite that, she feels closer to Versa. Okay, so she doesn't hold it against me, that's good. She's not used to rejection. She thinks she's such a baddie, does she? I mean, she's nice, but come on now. It's better out there. So when you build relationships with your team, you often get new moves, and sometimes you even get different side quests as well, so it's worth doing. Let's speak to Maya.
You have nightmares too? About Remo?
Yeah. He's, hard to shake.
Yeah.
In Lumiere, did your parents choose your name?
Yeah, I guess. Why?
Mael means chief and prince, or, you know, I guess, princess.
What are you talking about?
The meaning behind your name.
Oh. What made you think of that?
You said you were an unwelcome surprise. But I think even though your birth was unexpected, it was still celebrated. Your name shows how your parents felt about you. What kind of life they dreamed for you.
Chief. Guess they had bigger dreams for me than I ever did.
Why? What did you dream of?
I didn't.
You must have wanted something for the future.
No. All I wanted back then was to leave Lumiere and see some of the world before I gommaged.
Well, you've certainly done that. What do you dream of now?
I don't know. Still figuring that out. What about you, though? What do you want?
What do I want? I guess I'm still figuring that out too.
Well, what did you used to want?
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before the fracture, I studied piano at the conservatory. I loved it. I really miss performing at the concert hall. When the lights dim and the room is hushed and the first notes echo through the chamber, I can just lose myself and feel the music through my fingers every time I play. It feels like my heart's about to break from the beauty of the notes.
That's lovely.
I miss that a lot.
Maybe when this is over, we can fix up the opera house and you can perform for us.
It would be my pleasure.
I want my first concert to be yours. And don't worry, I'll make sure the room is packed. I'll put up posters everywhere in town.
Oh, no pressure, huh? All right. I guess I'd better start practicing.
Their bond's increasing now. I already have all of these attacks because I've beat the game, but this is how you unlock all the new skills. Okay. I think I've spoken to Maya, I've spoken to Lune, I've spoken to CL. So now I speak to Monoko and the SK as well.
Seems you were right about these expeditioners. A most impressive group.
They've grown on you, haven't they?
Maybe.
They have. Minoko, let me cut your hair.
Why would I be foolish enough to do that?
Just a trim. You look like an overgrown mob.
I beg your pardon. Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Yes, my hair is impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
Stop being grumpy. Come on, let's give you some style.
You first, then.
Don't be silly, we'd look ridiculous with matching haircuts.
Or we would look fantastic.
Fine.
Actually, that does look nice. Okay, I'm in. Style away. Ooh, yes, indeed. This is quite fetching.
Great. We're twins.
Sometimes when you speak to them twice, you can progress further, so you always got to check.
They've grown on you.
Maybe.
They have.
Yeah, that's fine. So Yesuke, the last one, and I can get out of here.
Those jellyfishes.
What about them? Are you jealous? Why?
I'm supposed to fly too.
Maybe stop losing your rocks then. How do you lose them anyway? Don't you swallow the rocks?
Sometimes I love too hard. I can't control myself and...
Okay, yeah, I see. It's, hard to control.
Okay, let's rest down.
Do you mind if I, play here?
He wasn't capping about that piano. He really can play.
Yes, an old song I used to play to my sister.
Can you play another?
Sure. We have all night. Okay, ready?
Are you ready?
I am ready. I will need a bit of space. All right. SK, you ready?
That's almost everything. Just need to write in Gustav's journal, and that's about it. Okay, I got one more Axon to beat, then that'll be one step closer to fighting the Paintress. But I'm going to leave it here, guys. I don't want to do too much of the story in one go. If you're new, consider subscribing or following. I'd appreciate that. If not, just thumbs up the stream. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.